Hello guys, Be here with Whimsy Stamps, and I'm so excited to be back making videos for Whimsy Stamps. So today we're going to be making a shaker card, and we're going to be using this awesome paper. It's called Extra Bunnies, and also the mix and match too. Also the nested pears, eggs, die set, the mix and match scallops die set. We're also going to be using the grass and cloud edger dies. This die is amazing. And I have these two stamp sets. One is the Easter Sentiments and the Whoopsie stamp set, which is not an Easter set, but I thought it went so well with the Easter Sentiments. So let's go ahead and get started. So here I have the mix and match scallops die set, and I'm gonna use the biggest scallop one to make my card, like where everything is gonna go. And then with the grass and cloud edger dies, I cut two pieces of grass that we're gonna put inside the egg. So here are my two pieces. I'm gonna put the grass aside for now, and we're gonna work on this part. So I am going to be using the nested pears eggs die set, and I'm going to use the third one from the smallest. I wanted to use the bigger one, but it's going to be way too big for my card, so I'm going to be using that one. And I am just going to center my egg die as best as I can on this piece of cardstock that I have here. Because I have a Gemini, I have to put my die side down, let the cutting side down, and then I'm just gonna secure it with a little bit of washi tape, which is what I use for everything. And then I'm gonna run this through my die cutting machine and come back to show you. So here I have it cut already, and then I'm gonna use the extra bunnies, and I think I wanted to use the purple one. I love purple, but I'm gonna actually use the pink one right here. That egg one is so pretty. And here I'm just showing you some of those papers that are absolutely gorgeous. And here's my egg paper that I want to use. And then from the mix and match 2, I think this polka dot one that is like a soft pink goes really well with these extra bunnies paper. So here I have both of my papers, and I want to tell you that I don't measure anything. Measurements are like my nemesis. So this is what I do each time that I have to cut something, and if I don't need measurements, you better bet that I won't have measurements. So all I do is add my cardstock where I want it, and I just with a pencil that I can erase later, I just put a little mark where I need to cut, and that's where I'm cutting. So you'll see me do this often, and you'll see me do this with both of these papers. Let's speed up, and I see you at the end. And here's my piece of cardstock, and this egg cardstock pattern paper, it's gonna go behind like so. And for this, I just wanted to create a mat for my card, and I'm doing the exact same I did before. And here is my piece of cardstock, and you'll notice here that if I have any pencil marks left, I just erase it, and voila, I have my perfect cut paper. So let's continue. I have here a piece of acetate that I cut slightly smaller than my card, where my shaker part it's going to be, and I'm using these shaker beads. You can find them at the Whimsy shop. They are from This Calls for Confetti, and it's the Blurry Flurries, and it's actually a winter one, but I think it goes really well with this. But the next thing I am going to do here is actually add my mat to my card base. So I have that ready to go when my other part is finished. So now I have my egg pattern paper from the Extra Bunnies paper pack, and I want to glue it in the middle like so. And I don't know what happened to me here, that I was not thinking straight. But you could perfectly align your paper like on the polka dot one, and then with your pencil you can just make a little mark and then glue it. I complicated myself like a lot in this. I am gonna say that it's because it's my first video with Whimsy again. And I was nervous. Okay, so I did this, but follow my advice and just put your paper in the middle, do a little mark, and it's gonna be easier, because here you're gonna see here that it's crooked. Oh no, but then it doesn't matter because it's gonna be covered, right? And then I have here this part, which is the top part of my shaker, and I am going to just add double-sided tape or scoring tape, whatever you want to call it, and just add all the way around, remove that backing, and glue down the acetate. I am going to speed up through this part, and I'll see you when it's done. So now that that part is ready, I want to glue down my grass over here, like inside, so I can put the sentiment inside, like on the grass. So I'm just gonna measure how much I need. Not measuring, remember, I don't measure, I just eyeball. And I'm gonna glue it down with some double-sided tape again, because I don't want to use my wet glue for this. It creates a big old mess on your acetate and it dries kind of dirty, so I don't want to do that. I'm just adding some double-sided tape here, and I'm gonna do this with another piece of the grass to create like a double layer. So here is my piece already done, and it has a gap there. You could even put there your images as well, and it would look so cute. Here I have the images I have chosen from the Whoopsie stamp set, and I have used for their body Y17, Y15, Y13, and Y11, and for their beaks and feet is YR18, 16, 23, and 21. And here is my stamp set sentiment already, and I did the same because it's acetate here. I just used double-sided tape on the back of it. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our beads and pieces, but for this part you are going to need foam tape, and this tape is from Burley Art. I think Whimsy still carries it, and is amazing because it's pre-cut already for all your projects. So I really like this one. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is add all the way around my card there the double-sided tape, and we're gonna add some of the shaker beads to the card and get to that point. So now that my beads and pieces are there in the middle of my car, I'm going to remove the backing of that foam tape, and you could also remove half of it and place it where you want to, and then finish removing that backing. You can also add glue to the back of that double-sided tape, so you can actually have a little wiggle room and move it around. But I love living life on the edge, so I don't do that most of the time. And sorry, I'm off frame here and off camera a little, but I wanted to make sure that I was looking correctly to center that piece. and I have succeeded. I won this time. So here it is, my shaker part, and now let's add our images. Here they are, and I'm just playing around and seeing where I exactly want to put them. And you'll see me here that I'm gonna grab my Copic C1 and C0, because even though they are birds, I don't want them like floating in the air, right? So I'm gonna add a little bit of a subtle shadow underneath them, and I'm gonna also be using some dimensional tape to add 2 of them, and my little one, it's gonna be in the middle, and I'm just gonna use glue for that one. And here's how my card turned out. I added a little bit of extra of the sequin pieces just to add a little extra something. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, like this video, and I will see you next time.